it'd be 11 o'clock on December 31st, and I'd be writing down all of my New Year's resolutions. And that's what people did, that's what everyone around me was doing. I didn't know any different. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Fight Against Mediocrity YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Kartchner, and here we talk about everything real estate, sales, and business. Hey, so I wanted to come at you with a very important announcement, and what's very significant about today is we are in month 12 of 2021. And so that means a couple of things. Number one, this is the last and final push to hit your 2021 goals and really make this year the best year ever. Number two, and what I want to focus on in today's video, is today is the day to plan and prepare for 2022. 97% of people, the vast majority of people that surround you, will never even consider or take a thought of what they want to do in 2022. And if they do, it's typically just last minute New Year's resolutions that they write down on New Year's Eve when they're probably drunk anyways. So how do you separate yourself? How do you be different? How do you be the 3%? What does the 3% do? What the 3% does is they write down their goals. And not only do they write down their goals, they have a plan of how they're going to accomplish their goals, how they're going to get there, how they're going to make 2022 the best year ever. So I'd love to give you a few tips and tell my story of how I used to set goals. So first off, how I used to set goals was the same way most people set goals. I would be, it'd be 11 o'clock on December 31st, and I'd be writing down all of my New Year's resolutions. And that's what people did, that's what everyone around me was doing. I didn't know any different, so I just write down my New Year's resolutions and think that I was doing the right thing. But every single year, I would get to the end of the year and I wouldn't remember what my New Year's resolutions were in the first place. And I'd be repeating the same ones over again every year because I looked back and I said, man, I didn't accomplish this that I set out to do. Let's try again this year. Let's try again this year. And it was a recurring theme every year. Let's try again this year. And if by some chance I was able to accomplish any of my New Year's resolutions, it was just because of luck. It wasn't because I was intentional with where I was going. And I want to teach you how in 2021, it's absolutely been my best year ever. Because before, I was devastated. I was frustrated. I was, wanted to give up. I always thought that accomplishing your goals was just luck. It's just, you wished for it and maybe you get it, maybe you don't. But I've since learned that there's a way to be intentional, to have your goals with a clear path that will ensure you get there. And that's what I learned in 2021, and I want to share my top 2 takeaways for you to make 2022 your best year ever. So number 1, and if you have any that have helped you, drop them below in the comments. I'd love to hear your comments. If you like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But my number 1 piece of advice is what my biggest mistake was. I would have anywhere from 20 to 100 New Year's resolutions, and they just get lost, and I'd get overwhelmed. I would try to do my weekly planning, and I would just get overwhelmed. I'd be like, how am I supposed to do all of this? So my number 1 tip is take a list of all of your goals and drop it down to your top 3. That's right, I said 3, not 30, 3. So once you have, and the best way to do this is to write down all of your goals, all the 100 plus goals that you have, and whittle it down to your top 10 and then your top 3. So taking it down a step each time. And what it'll do when you get to your top 3 goals is it'll provide tremendous clarity. You'll be able to get narrow focus on those top 3 goals. And that's what we want. We want focus, because with focus comes amazing results. So number 1 is focus. My second tip is to set that big goal for that year. And then, it's almost as if that big goal is you're looking up at Mount Everest and you're like, holy crap, that's a big goal. I want you to look up at it, and then I want you to look down at the next step. So you have the big goal, but if you're just always looking at that big goal, you're gonna get overwhelmed and you're gonna give up. So what I want you to do is look up at that big goal and then look down. What's the next step? What do you need to do today, this week, this month to hit that goal? Know that the big mountain is there, that Mount Everest is there, but no one ever climbed Mount Everest without first taking one step. So what's that next step? And just keep looking for that next step, that next step. So those are my top two tips for you to make 2022 your best year ever. Today, again, is December 6th of 2022. When this video comes out, it might come out in a couple weeks, but it'll for sure come out in December. What I want you to do is take this and run with it. Most people aren't going to think about their New Year's resolutions until maybe the first week of January. So set yourself up right now to just have a blowout, crazy, amazing 2022. I hope that for you. I wish that for you. Have a great day.